I've been talking about House of Frank for months, and I think that I will continue to talk about it for a long time, because it's just a phenomenal book, and I think it's one that everyone needs to read. And today it's your turn to find out why. Grief is something that is somehow incredibly unique and intimate and personal, and something that we know every single human being will experience. At some point, everyone loses someone who matters to them, whether that is a parent, a sibling, a spouse, a best friend. But knowing that other people are going through it does not stop it from being incredibly lonely and isolating. And that is a conversation that's happening in this story. It follows a witch named Psyche, who about a year previous to this story lost her sister and her best friend. And after a year of grieving and traveling, she has shown up at Frank's house to fulfill her sister's last wish to have her ashes buried here in a ceremony. But little does she know, it is a setup. Because Frank doesn't just offer burial services. He also offers a community for people who are broken. And Psyche is broken. She is isolated, she is lonely, she is afraid, and she is losing everything that matters to her in the wake of having already lost her sister. And what she finds at Frank's house is a community of people who are grieving something. People who have lost, people who have felt pain, people who have struggled to move on and to recover. A lot of times in found family stories, we watch as the lonely, isolated character is forced into community in a loving way. You know what I mean? I'm not knocking it, but this story doesn't do that. Psyche is invited to just be alone together, and over time we get to watch as she breaks down her own walls, as she builds community herself, as she grieves alone until she finally realizes that she has to grieve together if she's ever going to heal. This book is filled with found family, with magic, with love, with new connections, with despair turning into hope. And personally, I just think that this is a book that most people can relate to. No matter what it is you are grieving, no matter what it is you have lost, no matter what the reason is that you feel at some point you have been isolated or alone, this book has something that will touch you, that will move you, that will, I don't know, heal something in you. I didn't even know I was still grieving losses that I've experienced in my life, but as I read this book, it still brought some healing to me. So if you haven't read it, I encourage you to. I will post a link down below.